Hey, it's pasthisprime here, and I just wanted to do hopefully a quick video, but it might take a little bit of time actually, so be prepared. I just wanted to wrap up 2024 and have a discussion about, I don't know, the games that have been on the channel for 2024, just give a bit of thoughts about it, all that sort of stuff, how things have gone. And also then, have a quick chat about 2025 and what the thought is, plan is, and what you might be able to help me with. So let's get straight into it. Now, I've got them written down, so I am going to be looking down, so I won't be staring at the camera the whole time, unfortunately, but I will try to keep it to a minimum. So we'll flick through. So 2024. So basically, I just opened up my channel and I just went through, looked at all the dates, what games I had played, things like that. So we had Stellaris, which was sort of actually coming to an end on the channel, but we were still playing it there. I did enjoy it, but I guess I was running out of things to do. I was getting a little bit bored with it, that sort of thing. You know, they kept adding new content and stuff like that, but, you know, all in all, it was like similar stuff all the time, there was lots of other games I wanted to try, so that was the point of that one. Oxygen not included. That was another game that I did enjoy, but I struggled a lot with, and it got very complicated further on through the game. I guess it didn't really gel with me too much, so, that didn't last long. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. That was something that a lot of people wanted me to play, and I really gave it a shot. Well, I tried to give it a shot, but I don't like saying bad things about it, but I did not like it at all. I did not like the combat. It felt so disjointed and unattached. I did not know when I was hitting anybody, and I really just was not getting anything out of it. And that's not to say the game's bad, of course, because everybody loves that game for some reason. But for me, no. Against the Storm. I really enjoyed that. But again, it was sort of like a roguelite type thing, so not my best genre. But we did play that for a while, and I really did enjoy it. Stranded Alien Dawn, the Robots and Guardians edition. So that was, I think, the last edition. I don't think they've done anything since. I'm assuming the game is finished now. It's not being worked on anymore. Yeah, I think I enjoyed it, but I think there was some things about it that seemed a bit weird. And yeah, anyway, Stranded Alien Dawn was a good game, but again, had its day. City Skylines 2 did not last very long on my channel, and that's pretty much my fault. I didn't have performance issues like everybody else did, really. And it was just my imagination. I don't have a great imagination for those sort of games without story and stuff like that. So, we played through, tried out all the things that were available, base game, day one, and that was it. Dyson Sphere program. Rise of the Dark Fog, which is what they added or called at the end. I had played that a couple of times before, really enjoyed it. For some reason, just did not feel like playing it again. I don't know, I tried, and it just was not grabbing my attention. I guess I just ran out of interest in it. Baldur's Gate 3, obviously a massive game, that one. Yeah, we must have started it the year before, but I was still playing it. Really enjoyed the game, but again, just a game that I can only play once. I'm not that sort of player that can play games multiple times over and over again. But definitely fantastic game. Heat Death Survival Train demo. Well, that's where it all started. And now we are obviously playing the early access version, so we're no longer in demo. Really did enjoy the demo. Really enjoying the version that's out now. And yeah, but that's not finished with. What else do we play? The Universium. Yeah, that was a fun little quirky game, but again, didn't last too long on the channel. Power World, that did not last long at all. That was really popular with everybody, and I did really like it when I first tried it, but then I got bored really quickly, and it just didn't didn't drag me. We played the demo of Millennia. I don't think I liked that. Can't really do much about it. Infection Free Zone. We did the prologue, and then we did the, what is it? Full game, early access? I don't know what it is. Again, I had some issues with the fact of some of the things it did, and I couldn't progress very far. I wasn't good at it. The hordes just kept overwhelming me, and it was too much of a grind for me. Yeah. Under the Waves. That was a really nice, short, story-based game. Cruising around under the water, taking photos, and discovering story and stuff. Really enjoyed that, but it is what it is. It's a one-time play for me. It's a story, and really enjoyable. Planet Crafter. Yeah, what can I say? It was on the channel. It's now on the channel again. Really great game. We'll probably talk more about that. Farm Manager World, that was really one good one too, and that could still come back if they had more content. We'll see how we go, but really enjoyed that one. V Rising, look, it's still in my game list to keep playing and come back to, but I just haven't found time, haven't really managed to slot it in, so I guess it's not one of my favorite games, but it's still there, and I did enjoy playing it. I think playing it on the channel was a bit too stressful for me because it was hard to talk and play at the same time, and I wasn't very good at it, so I guess it was sort of embarrassing to show people how crap I was. Fallout 4. Well, what can I say? I guess I just don't get along with Bethesda games very well. We play Starfield. I still enjoy that. I even went back, not on the channel, but I did it in my private time. Played the DLC because I'd bought the premium version of Starfield. So I do enjoy that game, even though it is still full of bugs with things. And Bethesda still refused to fix half the stuff that's wrong with it. But Fallout 4, yeah, I don't know. I just found it boring. I'm sorry if everyone that loves it, I found it boring. I love the show, Fallout, I love the concept of Fallout. It's a really great concept, but I don't know. The game, just talking to people about boring crap all the time, it just doesn't gel with me. Astrometica Prologue, all right, that's where it all started, and now obviously we are continuing on with the early access version, so we'll talk more about that, but I am really enjoying that game. We did the demo of Endzone 2, and again, there's another one that's now early access that I am enjoying as well. Global Farmer Demo. So that was one where a developer contacted me and sent me a code, and it looked really interesting and promising. I showed some interest and I liked what I saw, but then when I was playing it, there was a lot of bugs. Obviously, it was very early days for the game, and it was a lot of just clicking and managing. I guess I wanted to do more. There wasn't much to do other than click, schedule a crop, watch it get done. That was about it. So if you like managing things, then definitely one to check out, but it is pretty rough around the edges. We did the demo for the altars. Really like that demo, and I'm really looking forward to that game coming out. So again, we'll talk about that a bit more. Project Castaway demo, yeah, it didn't really gel with me. It was a survival game I thought might be alright, but I don't know. Pirates and landing on a deserted island didn't really scream to me. Farmer's Dynasty, I did enjoy that, even though the game really does look pretty average, especially the AI and whatever you want to call it, AI. The characters, the visuals for the people. My kids were horrendous looking, but it was a really good game, and I'm really looking forward for Farmer's Dynasty 2. Pacific Drive. Now, that was an interesting game. I almost gave up on that one. I was encouraged to keep going by some people in the comments, and I did, and I enjoyed the story. But I did struggle. I wasn't very good at it, that's for sure. It was a very stressful game that, I find hard sometimes those you have to react constantly stressful games. Sometimes I like to just be able to pause, sit back, relax, and think things through. Pacific Drive does not do that, but it is a good game. I definitely recommend it. Okay, then we played The Crust, which, I really liked, and I want to come back to, but I experienced some major problems, some basically game-breaking issues for me. I didn't see other people having the same problems, not a lot, if any. So I don't know why I had them, so I gave up. I still want to go back to it, but they're still doing updates, and I'm sort of holding off. I'm holding off until I feel it's at a point that I'm ready to jump back in. But I do want to do it. I do, definitely. All right, what else have we got? We have Eden Crafter. So we started in the demo or prologue on Ocean World. Enjoyed that, really did. And now, obviously, we're continuing on. They've now released it in early access. I think it's early access. I don't know. I get confused with what's early access and what's actually a full release these days, because it seems every game I play is early access. I don't think any games I play ever come out. It's really weird situation. So that's good. And we'll talk about that more. We did another story-based game, Thalassa, Edge of the Abyss. That was a really good one. Very emotional sort of game. Definitely like that. We did the demo for We Harvest Shadows, which I don't know what to do. I really enjoyed it, but it scared the living crap out of me, and I don't know if I can play the game when it gets released, because I'm just concerned I'm not going to be able to cope with how scary the bloody thing is. But from a gameplay point of view, I thought it was brilliant. And I would really recommend everybody give that a shot. If you can handle scary games. But it's a really interesting concept. Hard Space Shipbreaker, we gave that one a shot, and I don't necessarily have a problem with it, but it is a grindy game, and I just struggled to find time to fit it in. I still struggle now to really get into it. What did we do? We did one video on Funko Fusion, and then I actually played the game in its entirety in my personal time. That might be embarrassing because people have opinions about that, but I didn't mind it, and it wasn't for the channel, obviously. It was not going to go well on the channel, but I did play it in my personal time, and I enjoyed it. Frostpunk 2. Oh man, this was a game that I was so looking forward to. The build-up, oh man, I really was looking forward to it because I love Frostpunk 1. I enjoyed what I played, but I got bored and annoyed really quickly and haven't played it since. So once I finished the story, I was done. It just did not drag me back in. I don't know why. It just didn't have the same appeal to me as Frostpunk 1. I was not looking for the same game either. I was being realistic. I was not being one of those stubborn people that went, it's got to be like Frostpunk 1, but just better. I knew it was going to be a different game, but it just didn't gel with me. I don't know why. I think I had an issue with all the factions. That just annoyed me. That you could never make all the factions happy. They always fought each other, and then they just wanted to cause you trouble all the time. And it was just so, I don't know, it just felt like just petty crap. Anyway, that was sort of disappointing, yeah. Planet Crafter released the Humble. DLC to try and get people to play the game again. So, you know, yeah, it's a good idea. Because I really liked the game, and it was one of those things where you sort of thought, could I handle starting again from scratch? And no, I couldn't, not without what they did, which added a new planet. There are times that I still struggle with that because it still does seem very same, but there is, every now and then, there's a nugget of something new that just keeps me going and goes, yep, no, keep pushing because there's something there. What else did we do? We tried Star Tracker, which, you know, it's still on my list to go back to. I just haven't found time to get right into it. I don't know if I was going to work on the channel or not, but, you know, there was that. And, yeah, we're almost there. Farming Simulator 25. I hadn't really played any of the farming simulators properly before. I'd seen other people play them. I had, on and off, I had tried 22 a couple of times because I had it for free or something. One of the stores was giving out free at one stage. But yeah, I don't know, something didn't gel with me in that. And then I watched some people and all the advertising and stuff for 25, and I grabbed 25, and I'm still playing it now, and I'm still loving it. I play it tons in my spare time. I don't know why I love it. It's so weird. I'm not a farmer. I don't even know why I would like farming. I would not like farming in the real world. It's too much hard work for me. And it's, but I guess it's a easy, chill, not easy, but it's a relaxed, chill game, with tons of things to do in there. And you know, and you can sit there watching a second monitor while you're mowing or harvesting or cultivating. And sometimes I just like that. It's just really good. I'm hoping it can stay on the channel because I am really enjoying it, and I really want to keep pushing through it on the channel. So, you know, we'll see. TCG Card Shop Simulator. This is a bit of a surprise one. It was not something that I planned on playing. I didn't think about it. I didn't even know it existed until my daughter suggested it. And then as soon as she did, I saw it on the front page of Steam as well. And I was like, oh, okay, this is a popular game. And, you know, I don't chase popular games. I chase games that I like or want to know. And then I gave it a shot and really enjoyed it, and we're still playing it. I don't think it'll have a really long future on the channel, but it'll have time until we get to a point where I feel like we've done pretty much everything and the shop is massive and making tons of money. You know, then we might quit, but we'll see how we go. And just recently, we did one episode so far of Snow Plowing Simulator, which is another one that I just saw advertised, grabbed it. It was cheap. I think it's early access, and I've only done one episode so far, but I did play a little bit in my personal time, and I do want to potentially get back to it. I just haven't found time to find it or slot it into the channel or anything like that. All right, next I want to, so that's all the games we played on the channel. So now what I want to do is I'm just going to quickly call out Game of the Year. Well, I'm going to give 2 games. Okay, so for me, Game of the Year, and this is going to be really weird, but this is just out of the games that I have played. And if you've watched my channel and all the stuff I've put on there for 2024, it might be pretty obvious which game won. And that game is Planet Crafter. I absolutely loved the game. And yeah, I was so excited when I played that game. I don't know what it was. It just dragged me in. It was, I guess it was very much like Subnautica, which I also loved, or the first one at least. And this had the same appeal, but in a different vibe, you know, being in space on a planet, that sort of thing. And yeah, so Planet Crafter was my Game of the Year. Probably Baldur's Gate 3 would have been my other one, but that sort of crossed 2 years for me. And it was an interesting genre for me because it's not one that I'd ever played before. I've never done D&D or any of that sort of stuff. So it was a real experiment for me to play that game. And but I really enjoyed it. The story was absolutely fantastic. The voice actors were brilliant. You know, all the praise they get for that game is absolutely justified. But for me, pure playing game, Planet Crafter just took it. Absolutely took it. All right, so the next thing I wanted to share is what videos, basically for the year, had the biggest views. So I'm going to do top 5. So we will, where do we go? We'll go from 5th down to number 1. Now, this is a really weird thing because I don't get massive amount of views on my channel, but it's pretty obvious when I sort by view count which one had the most views. Now, how, why, I don't know. It's a mystery to me, to some of these, how they get what they get and why they get it. Why that one, I don't know. But let's go from number 5 was Farm Manager World episode 12. I don't know why episode 12. I have no idea what I did in episode 12 to make it the 5th most viewed video for 2024, but it was. Number 4 was Heat Death Survival Train, the demo version, not the full one, episode 2. Now, keep in mind, some of the later games might get more views later on. So, you know, obviously the earlier the game through the year, the greater chance they have of getting high views, but, you know, not always. So that was, yeah, episode 2 of Heat Death Survival Train. Not episode 1, episode 2. Weird one. The third most was Infection Free Zone episode 1. So this is obviously not the prologue. This was the early access version, episode 1. That makes sense. And second was Eden Crafter's Ocean World Prologue, episode 1. So not the early access version, the prologue version. Again, episode 1. Episode 1s make sense to me because they always generally have higher views for Let's Plays. Let's Plays just naturally have a high episode 1 and then they just drop off through the episodes. And, you know, you just get your people that really enjoy the game continue on, but a lot of people like to see episode 1 for some reason, just to, I guess, get a vibe for the game, and then maybe they jump off and play it themselves. I mean, I do that quite often myself. I'll go and watch somebody's first episode and then go, okay, I'm going to go and play that game, and I will stop watching them and I'll go and play it. And number 1 is Farm Manager World episode 1. That had the most views in 2024 on my channel. Farm Manager World, episode 1. So there you go. Like I said, keep in mind that some of the later games that we've been playing, Astrometrica, that sort of stuff, will probably come into their own on 2025 maybe, because they're still a bit early days on my channel. My channel doesn't get massive spikes day ones. They can be slow burns, mine, for some reason. I don't know why. All right, 2025. Let's talk about 2025. What are we looking forward to in 2025? Well, I'm looking forward to the altars. That is something I'm definitely looking forward to. That's going to come out on the channel for sure, if I can obviously afford to buy a copy of it. Astrometrica, obviously we're playing it. It's going to continue. We're going to keep playing that to the end. Absolutely loving that right now. Eden Crafters, again, loving that. We've got more planets. There's going to be more planets coming out in 2025. So we'll be keeping with that. Farming Simulator 2025, as I said, I would like to keep playing that. So that is my goal, whether you like it or not. I'm hoping to keep playing it. I'm hoping that it gets more popular on the channel. Farmers Dynasty 2. Well, we were hoping to be playing that in 2024, but no, they didn't release it. So 2025, definitely are looking forward to hopefully playing that, and hopefully it's good. It's got some competition because, you know, it's got to go up against Farming Simulator 25 now. But we'll see. Snow Plowing Simulator. That's a possible. I'm going to look at that. If we can fit that in 2025, we'll definitely do that. TCG Card Shop Simulator, that is going to be continuing in 2025 for a period of time until we get sick of it and think we've run out of ideas. Endzone 2, that will again also continue. They keep adding new content to that, so I'll keep that going for as long as I'm enjoying it and don't get bored with it. Heat Death Survival Train. Again, we just started that. I'm really loving that right now. So we will be seeing that through. And a couple other big names. Anno 117. I think is that how you say it? Anno or Anno 117 AD, whatever it is. I'm looking forward to that because I did love Anno 1800 to a point. I don't like it when the blueprints and that get too complicated. But the early game, definitely. So that is going to be on the radar. And the other one that I'm hoping I will enjoy, but we'll see, will be Civ 7. We're going to see about that one as well. That is definitely on my list of games that we will be trying on the channel and see how it goes. So that, so far, is what I'm looking forward to in 2025. I'm hoping there's going to be a lot more games than that. But that's what we know of right now, well, I know of right now, and there will be more to come. So if you do have game suggestions yourself, always please put them in the comments. Always looking for ways to, or things to add to the channel, things to do to keep me entertained and having fun and all that sort of stuff. Now, lastly, let's talk about what you might be able to help me with for 2025. Because I constantly want to improve the channel. I constantly would like to grow the channel. Now, look, keep in mind, I have a full-time job. I don't see that changing anytime in the near future. What I do on YouTube is actually not, it's not the right way to do things if you want to make a big channel. I want to grow the channel as best I can, but I also want to have fun and do things the way I want to do. If you were to ask any professional, any advice whatsoever, what I do on YouTube is not the way to do it. That's done and dusted. You know, having a Let's Play channel is fine if you probably started it a long time ago and you have already built up a big fan base and you can still keep it going. Trying to build a channel off that now doesn't seem to be working, or at least doesn't work for me. I guess I don't have the personality or the age. You know, I'm too old, all that sort of stuff, whatever it is. I'm not, it doesn't work from that point of view. Most people say once you get over 1,000 subscribers, you know, things will start escalating and escalating. I'm right now sitting at about 1830 something subscribers, and there's no major escalation. It seems to be a constant slow burn of about 30, 40 new subscribers every 28 days, and that just is consistent, right? And then you'll obviously get people drop off. It doesn't seem to be escalating at all. It just slowly trickles away. But the point of the main thing is, for me anyway, is to have fun. Would I love for the channel to blow up and become a major success and I could quit my full-time job and do this for a living? Of course. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. I'm living in the real world here. I'm not dedicated enough. If I wanted to make this channel a success, this is what I would have to do. Basically, Let's Plays is not the way to do it. I would have to do short form videos. Probably if it's in the gaming genre, it would have to be tutorials, guides, highlight videos, what else? Let me think. Review videos, so you know, just reviewing lots and lots of games to recommend to people, all that sort of stuff. And that's what I would have to do. And some of them, I don't mind doing that sort of stuff, but I don't really find that I have the time or the patience to do a lot of that. I don't want to be a game reviewer because that means buying or begging for free copies of hundreds and hundreds of games. And then when do you play them? How do you get to review them? I would have to spend all day playing a game enough to be able to review it. You know, if I was to give my opinion, unless I was going to steal somebody else's opinion and just use it as mine, which I don't think is a good idea. So I'm not going to review videos, but that's what I'd be doing, or I'd be doing reaction videos or something like that. For me, I like playing the games and I like sharing that with people. Obviously, the other thing that probably would be more of a success is if I did live streaming and had people engaged. In one way, I would love to do that. I keep thinking about it, but then in practicality, I just don't see how I can. I don't think I have the confidence enough to do that. I like to be able to just either make mistakes and then just stop playing if I'm struggling or whatever. You know, if I've got something in the family I've got to deal with, I just get up and wander off, stop the recording for a minute, all that sort of stuff. Also, I'm in Australia. Time zone for live streaming does not suit anybody other than people that live in Australia. So everybody that lives in another part of the world is not going to turn up to any of my live streams because they're just not going to be at an appropriate time. And that's just the way it is. And like I said, I just don't know if I have the confidence and the personality to pull off the live streaming. It's always in the back of my mind though, because I see most of the people that have success with Let's Plays is from live streaming. It is not from just recording and putting it up. People, I guess, want to be engaged. They want to be able to chat with me while I'm playing. They want to be able to help and have an input and all that sort of stuff. So it's in the back of my mind all the time. But I just don't know at this stage. So that's the thoughts and opinions of the channel at the moment. I don't know where to take it. I don't know how to get it to improve if I need to. I'm comfortable with what I'm doing on the channel, but it's obviously not working from a growth point of view. Do I need to change it? I don't know. You let me know. So this is what I'm asking of you. If you have any thoughts, opinions, suggestions, put it in the comments. If you really want me to do something, if everybody wants me to live stream and they'll make it to suit time or whatever else, you know, just give me your thoughts. I'm open to any thoughts, right? It doesn't mean that I'm going to do any of them, but I want to hear them. I want to hear all the suggestions, everything else. Now, the other thing is obviously there's a channel membership, which you can join, right? It costs money. You know, it's a monthly subscription under YouTube. I did try it on Patreon for a little while, and but the advantage of YouTube is I can tie it to allowing videos to come out early to the members, and even do videos purely for members, some of the like the grind videos that I've been trying lately and things like that. Now the membership's not taking off, right? It's there and I want people to join it, but for some reason people don't want to join it. You know, I have some. I'm not going to really put out numbers, but it's very low. And I've put it to the cheapest price I can in YouTube. I can't go any lower. YouTube just won't allow you to go any lower. So I'd love to hear your opinions on why. And just whatever it is, I don't care what it is. Just be brutally honest. I want to know. If you just want to tell me, hey, look, if it's, I can't afford it, there's no way I would pay to subscribe to watch your videos. Or there's no value in the membership. I did check it out. I did think about it, but there was nothing in there that was of interest to me. Let me know. And if you want, if you've seen memberships before that you have been attracted to and you think, hey, if he only did this in the membership, I would have joined. Let me know. Because I would love to get that membership to grow, but I don't want to grow it in a selfish way. Like, obviously getting money from people following me helps the channel, helps me reduce my full-time work, that sort of stuff, and spend more time on YouTube. But I don't want it to be about selfishness that I want your money. obviously that helps. But I want you to feel that there's something in it for you to want to give me the money. So, I hope that makes sense. It's not, I'm trying not to be selfish about it, but the reality is sometimes to do these things, you need money. That's just the reality of the world, right? You can't live without money. So that's why I do this in my spare time. And I have a full-time job because I couldn't live without money. And I don't earn any money or barely any money from YouTube. I get a tiny little bit of AdSense. And I mean tiny, right? I would be lucky if I could buy a game or 2 games a month. Probably not even that on what I earn on AdSense. So that's not me saying that you have to give me money, right? This is again what I'm saying. I'm not looking at selfish. I would love for it to become more profitable, but I want you to feel that you're getting value out of it. So I want you to tell me if you've looked at it, or even if you haven't looked at it. Tell me what you would want in the membership. Tell me what would make you attracted to it. Or if you're never going to, just tell me that. I want to hear people's opinions because I think that's valuable as well to know that, hey, I would never join a membership of anybody on YouTube. That's just not me. I'm not spending my money on this. It's a free service and I want it for free. Fine. Tell me. I want to hear it. And if you have any other suggestions for the channel for 2025, tell me, because I'm always looking to improve the channel, whatever it is. You know, even if it's something you want me to change about myself or do differently or change something about how we do the games, right? You know, I've had people say, I want the videos to be shorter, or I want them to be like this, I want them to be like that, right? Tell me that stuff. I want to hear it. I want to hear everything because I can't make the channel better and more enjoyable for people if I don't know how to do it. And I am not an expert in this, right? I am fumbling my way through doing this. I'm playing games for fun, all that sort of stuff. And obviously that's my main purpose, is still to play games for fun, share it with people. But I would love to have more engagement with people around the games and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, just let me know. So just to wrap this up now, hopefully this has not bored you too much. I know it's probably longer than it should have been, but you know, I don't know. I thought I'd share all this sort of stuff, 2024, 25, all that sort of stuff. And hopefully you had a great Christmas or holiday break, whatever you go through. And hopefully you have a fantastic new year. And I'm wishing all of you a great 2025. Hopefully everybody has a good 2025. Time will tell. And I hope you had a good or great 2024. And I thank everybody that watches my videos, supports me on the channel, whatever you do. Even if you're just staring at my videos on a second monitor, I appreciate everybody that comes to my channel and checks out my stuff. It is amazing. And, you know, thank you. That's all I can say. I don't know what else to say. So thanks for checking this video out as well. And hopefully you'll enjoy what we have coming for 2025. And again, put your comments down there, anything at all. Even if you just want to say hi, just do that. Happy to chat with everybody. And as I always say, I read all the comments and I answer them all as soon as I possibly can, which is absolutely true. I do read them all and I do answer them. If I don't answer them, I'll at least give them a like or whatever else. And the only time I won't answer them is if I just don't have any valuable, anything valuable to write. But you know, I always read them. Everything I read, every tip, every advice from a game, any suggestions, all of that, I read them all. And hopefully I can continue to read them all. My channel's low, you know, comment is low enough at the moment that I can have the time to do that. And I will continue to do that for as long as I possibly can. So put the comments in there because I are definitely reading them and they are definitely helpful to me, and I really do appreciate them. And I really appreciate everybody that watches my videos. And thank you. And hopefully I'll see you, or you'll see me in a future video.